So now I'm going to go through how to create your first clinical note with Sam. So on your homepage, you're going to see your list of patients that are there. And on the right here, you're going to have a tab that says Create Clinical Note. So you can either go into any of your patients' files and edit the draft, or you can click here and go Create Clinical Note. And then you'll have the choice to bring up a particular patient, or you can create a totally new patient profile. For the purposes of this, I'm just going to click on this particular patient, and then I'm going to go into his file and I'm going to create a note. So assuming this patient has just come in and I want to record the conversation, I just bring up the microphone here on the right where it says generate note via voice or document. I open that up. Now I can start recording here and it will record the conversation between the patient and yourself. Sam will record the entire conversation, so the whole transcript will come up on this particular box. But what will happen once you press this button, Send Transcription, Sam has been trained to only take the relevant medical information out. So any of the other general information about what you did on the weekend, about the pets, kids, things like that, that won't be transcribed for you, so you don't have to worry about editing that. The other thing you can do is you can upload documents to this as well. So if you have referral letters, radiology reports, anything like that, you can actually upload them here. So you can click on this button here and you can simply just upload a file or a document. So you can upload images or PDF files from here. You can upload pathology results as well. So Sam will actually take all that information and put it into organized information to use on the patient file. So once you've done that, when you go back to the patient file, you'll see that Sam has actually organized and categorized all of that information for you in specific categories, and you didn't even have to type a thing. So Sam will automatically do that for you. He'll timestamp everything for you. And when you look at the different tabs here, you'll also see that you'll have things like clinical history, history of self-harm aggression, medication history, surgical history, pathological history, nutritional history, substance dependence history, and so much more. So Sam will automatically organize all of that for you. And that's all just from creating your note and uploading the documents that you need. And Sam will do the rest.